Good morning. New day. Oh, right in the camera view. Let's try this again. Good morning. We don't have the selfie stick with us right now, so I gotta film at an angle so I can keep us both in shot. Otherwise, I'm up here and Natasha's down there. We gotta, this height difference, we gotta figure this out.
Yeah.
What are our plans today?
We're walking up the road like 100 meters?
You see those
maybe?
flags behind us? That's our hotel. And then we're walking to the other side of this fence over here to the Museum of Angra.
That's right.
Do Heroismo.
Yes.
Something like that.
And then we're going to drive and get some lunch on, is it like the other side of town, I guess?
The other side of the island.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course,
not a big island.
The whole island, yeah.
Oh, traffic. Yeah.
And then we are going to walk through a forest.
Yeah. Mysterios is in the name,
Yes.
so should be pretty exciting. I don't know if we're going to film anything in the museum, so maybe we'll see you at lunch or in the forest. Who knows? I just remembered what I wanted to say about this place before we went in it. The museum is located in what was the monastery of San Francisco, which is this building back here. It is the building where Vasco da Gama's brother Paulo was buried. So we went to a statue a couple days ago, if you saw that. And he's interred here somewhere, so it's probably signified in some way inside. Well, we're back from the Museum of Angra de Heroismo. I got it right. I looked it up to make sure I was pronouncing it right, because I feel like I pronounced it 4 different ways so far, and 3 of those 4 have been wrong, but that's the right way.
Got it.
The museum was very good.
Very good.
Like much.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
For this small of an island, it was very large.
Yeah, that was the thing. It was really big. The monastery was in. You can't really get a sense of like how big it is unless you kind of walk around the back side of it, which we hadn't done. And we drive by the one side of it whenever we're coming back to the hotel, but really surprising how big it was. Mm-hmm. And, you know, when we first got in there, I thought if we were going to talk about it at all, then we were probably going to talk about just the history of the monastery. And instead, like, there's too much to talk about.
Yeah.
Really? Like,
I don't know how long I expected to be there, but we were there probably just before noon, and it's now 2:30.
Yeah, it was a lot.
You definitely, if you like history, and learning about, you know, cultures at all, you budget 2 hours for that museum for sure, I think.
Yeah, and bonus, today is Sunday. Free on Sundays. We didn't even know that. We heard that yesterday, but we were going anyway. Just convenient that the day we had available was Sunday. So off for lunch, a late lunch, but we've been eating late lunches this whole trip. I'll wait till this car gets around the corner.
It's just like, that's not even a good representation. Like, look at this.
And then I got this, which is all kinds of different delicious things.
Okay, we're venturing up to the highest point on the island.
Josh is stuck to the back of your
As you
seat.
can tell
Like we're on some centrifuge
from this
machine.
video, it's a little bumpy on this road. Yeah, it's
Steep, maybe?
a little steep, a little bumpy. I cannot sit up to get any of the car out of the video, but that's okay. Here we go, on an adventure through this, all these trees that reminds me of Hansel and Gretel. So we made it to the highest viewpoint on the mountain, and Jonathan braved the wind and the fog here.
Great view.
Yeah.
Great view. I'm so glad we drove all the way up here.
Yeah, it's not excellent up here, but we're just gonna wait it out for a little bit to see if it gets any better.
Yeah, we'll see. So we've had a long day chasing the weather, trying to check out some lookout spots, and we headed back to town, and we know there's bullfighting going on right now. We thought there was something tomorrow, and then we stumbled upon this crowd, and more importantly, this sign. Now, my Portuguese is not great, but transito, I hope, means transit. I think they're moving the bulls for the bullfight, so we're gonna stick around and see what happens. It's even better. It's a bullfight right now. We did not know this was happening. So we're really trying to not get in anybody's way, but we really, really want to see this. It is raining, but this will not dampen our enthusiasm. Okay, we're on the move. The bull has moved. So with this, we learned this from our tour guide the other day. There are 10 guys who are, this is the running where there's the rope around the bull, and there are 10 guys on the rope, 5 way at the back, 5 closer to the front, and they let the bull run, I think 1,500 meters, or no, feet?
I don't.
Something. Anyway, we're trying to go find where those guys have moved to. Okay, see these white lines? I think we've determined we're in the safe zone. But we were about to head down the street, and we're like, hey, those are the ropes sitting on the ground. And Natasha pointed that out, and the guys on the side were having a smoke break. And then we left, and then people ran right down that street. So I think we just sort of got out a little bit safe in time. How are you feeling about this?
I'm fine. I just watched you run away with the crowd.
That's
from
right.
a bull,
But it was
so.
awesome. So I think I've figured out a couple different things that go on because of this event. So one is there's these safety lines. We heard about a distance that the rope is allowed to be let out, and there's these white lines back here. And I think the idea is that within the area that this is happening, as long as you're outside those lines, you're going to be okay. The other thing is that business owners, homeowners, they'll put up things to cover their doors and windows. So there's cardboard there. There's planks of wood covering up business in front of me here. And we've noticed a lot of the houses actually have like semi-permanent things like wooden doors that go outside of the regular wooden door that I think they just screw in during this time of year when these things are about to happen. The last thing is that in many of the alleyways, the streets, people will hang things like stuffed animals or effigies and things like that along in a rope that they can let down to try and let the bull attack as a way to draw it near. So that is one sign that a bull might be near, I guess, is if you're on a street with something hanging across it. Cars coming through, fireworks going off. I guess that's how we know the running of the bulls is done for the day. All right, that was our first experience bullfighting. I guess not really bullfighting or being at a bullfight. Maybe bull running. I think I've heard it called both, so maybe it's interchangeable. I'm gonna have to look into that. But that was great because we just came across that by accident. Didn't even know that was gonna happen. No. So 2 thumbs up though, highly recommended. Stay at the back of the crowd, and that way you'll know when to run away.